Hello, my name is Dave, and I am a life coach and life storyteller. And today, my story, I like to call it life coaching category, is life partner management. So, your life partner management, and more specifically, dating. For those of you who aren't aware, I have been sharing what I call my communication campaign right now, called Dave's Trials and Tribulations on the Dating Front. So I am on the dating front. So I figured what perfect opportunity to share my trials and tribulations. And today I want to talk to you about dating patterns. So in my book, I talked about, over the last 5 or 6 years, I've been seeing what I call my relationship counselor. So she's a marriage counselor, but since I'm single, I'm calling her my relationship counselor. Her name is Janet. And I'm going to be meeting Janet again very shortly, more specifically Tuesday, August the 17th at 11 a.m. And one of the things I wanted to talk to her about is a concept that a friend introduced to me not that long ago. It's dating patterns. So the first thing that came to my mind is it's behaviors that we do, and the ones I thought of are these bad ones. So what I wanted to do is jot down all these bad ones and make them good. So if you saw the picture I have on the cover of of this post, so I share my stories on LinkedIn and Facebook. So if you go back and take a look at the picture, you're going to see I have a lot of them. So there's a lot of them I'm going to work on. So I'm capturing them all in my cards. You can take a look at those and let me know. Maybe there's some that are out there that I've forgotten about that are ones that other people struggle with. Let me know if you have any tricks I can use to help me change those patterns. I'm all ears. Hence, kind of like I'm sharing these with you, crowdsourcing them with you to get some of that feedback. So I've got a lot of them. I'm just going to quickly summarize them. So listen to this. You're looking at this. You're thinking of going out on a date with this guy. Listen to this. I commit too quickly. I hang on too long. I'm an over planner. Assume too much. Think too much. Obsess too much. I hint too much versus being direct. I am too nice. Prone to knee-jerk reactions. I excite easily, resulting in loss of self-awareness. I talk too much. I don't listen enough. And my better judgment is clouded by bikini pics and cleavage shots. So there you go. So I know, ladies, if you take a look at this face, if you see it on a dating profile, or if you see me walking down the street or see me at the beach, run for it. Um, hopefully I am going to work on some of these, and I am actually have a couple. I do have one that I've done, I think, a pretty good job on that I want to share with you, and one that I'm working on as well. So I want to look at the glass half full as well. So I picked a few of them that I'm going to share with you. So I've picked three that I want to share, and then I'm going to share a couple of the ones that I'm working on. So I'm using the pink cards right now, and I've got like little unhappy faces on there. So the first one I've got here is I excite easily. So self-awareness, where are you when I need you? So I excite easily. Part of it's my personality as well. I'm an ENFP. For those of you who don't know kind of the characteristics of them, I'm just going to read them off to you very quickly. So here, these are some of the words that would describe a ENFP. Animated, network, spontaneous, outgoing, brainstormer, talk quickly, like variety, not detail-oriented, innovative, impulsive. So here I am. I'm excited to go on a date. I'm looking forward to, I've been at this for 7 months. I'm looking forward to move on to the next phase. I like spending time with people. So you've got this emotional mess that's waiting to come out and go on a date, maybe with you or somebody you know. So that's one of the ones that I'm working on right now, and I'm actually making some good progress. So I've got my little yellow card here. One thing is, being self-aware. I think one of the things I've used, and I decided to, I haven't been able to get a game of tennis in yet this summer, despite the best intentions. But I'm going to use the tennis as a bit of a way of helping me not move too quickly. So you've heard of the concept of, wait till, knocking the ball across the court, wait until it comes back. So what I'm doing is when I connect with somebody or say something or share a text or whatever, to me, that's, I'm hitting the ball over the court. And you know what? I'm going to wait till it comes back. So instead of sending off 50 texts and all these, every time something exciting comes to my mind, I'm firing it off. I'll fire one off. I'll wait to see if something comes back. And the same thing if I'm reaching out to somebody and, it's like, hey, would you like to go on a date? I'll wait to hear if they come back. You want to go on a second date? I'll wait to hear it come back. So I think that way, I'm enjoying the game more, because when I've got one ball coming at me and not a whole bunch, I think the other person who I'm playing tennis with is going to enjoy it a lot more because they don't have to worry about hitting all these balls back. And I appreciate some of the shots. So when a shot comes back, I say, great shot. So that's my tennis approach to not getting overly excited. So we'll see how that one goes. The other one I have here, it's a whole bunch of them. It's I'm using my head too much. So here are some of the ones that I'm using my head too much. Dad, you think too much when it comes to dating. So that's for my son, Shane. So again, using my head. I think of every excuse, AKA assumption, in the book to justify not reaching out to a woman. I'm surprised that I actually even have ever gone on a date with a woman from a dating site, online dating site. I can come up with every assumption out there for not reaching out. And next thing you know, Friday night, I'm watching James Bond movies and drinking wine, and not a great way to meet people. I'm prone to knee-jerk reactions that often lead to regrettable actions. Again, my head will start coming up with all these problems that don't even exist. The next thing you know, I'm looking for another date. I overplan the future, usually before my first date. So here I am planning the future. I haven't even gone on a date. And that's Janet, my relationship counselor, who mentioned that one to me. I'm sure when I see her in a couple of weeks, she's going to ask how I'm making progress there. And part of the way I'm going to be making some progress is I'm going to tell her I'm trying to use my heart more than my head. See, I used to think that, and if you read my book, you'll go back. I used to think that I was ENTP. I thought I was a thinker, the T for thinker. And a friend of mine just recently said, Dave, you're not a thinker, you're a feeler. So that's new to me now. So I'm actually getting used to using my heart instead of my head. So we'll see how I do. And the last one I wanted to just quickly touch upon was for my beautiful young daughter, my young teenage daughter. So every once in a while, what she likes is she likes to watch Modern Family for lunch. So she's, Dad, come on over, let's make our lunches together and we'll sit down and watch Modern Family. So we go over that, we do it, and I'll bring over my phone. Instead of leaving my phone, I bring over my phone. Next thing you know, I'm on the online dating sites, and I think I'm on about 10 of these things and looking at profiles and stuff. And she'll just look over, Dad, you're obsessing over women. So in one of my other posts, I talk about Dave's 7-prong dating approach. And one of them is, take a break and smell the roses. So here I have an opportunity to spend some quality time with my daughter. And I barely spend any time watching the Modern Family. I've seen them all anyhow, but I spend more time just staring at her and watching her watch that. So I think that is smelling the roses. So put the iPhone away, stop obsessing about women. Very good unsolicited advice from my daughter. So my green card, so let me do a green card. So I actually have a green card. They're not all red and yellow. And this is 2 ears and 1 mouth. And I think I've been doing a pretty good job on that. I've got a couple tricks. I usually wear a little bracelet on my right wrist. What I'll do is I'll put it on my left, and that's a reminder to me to shut up. Shut up and listen when I'm on dates. 2 ears, 1 mouth. So I think I've made a lot of really good progress on that. Anyhow, if there's anybody out there I end up going on a date with, you can you can hold me accountable on that, please. If you're out at a restaurant, you see me out on a date with somebody, keep an eye on me, maybe a stopwatch or something. You can text me afterwards and tell me how I'm doing. So last but not least, bikini pics. And bikini pics and cleavage shots tend to lead me astray, AKA, which is also known as cloud my better judgment. So ladies, I am a dude. Supposedly we are visual. So often we'll look at the profiles, and I don't think I'm alone on this. We're going to see a bikini shot. We're going to see there's a lot of bikini shots still, even though the Miss Universe contest has taken that out of their contest. I still see probably about 10 or 15% of them out there, and a lot of the cleavage shots. And sometimes, again, we're visual. I will look at that profile and I'll say, you know what, that just doesn't match, where I'm going. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, gee, wow, maybe I do want to reach out. So I share that food for thought. I see a lot of, I'm not looking for a one night stand. But again, guys are visual, right? So you're going to get a lot of guys. They might read that, but next thing when they see those shots, they're going to forget what they read and they're going to go with their eyes. And next thing you know, you're going to have somebody coming out there who isn't looking for the serious relationship that you just read before. So again, I'm being very good about that, but you can help us all out by, with the portfolio of pictures. There's other ones as well that can attract us. And by the way, my primary love language is words of affection or words of affirmation if used in the workplace. So I do read the profile. So I love going on the profiles, and it helps me kind of look out there and see, who am I looking for? What are some of the things that they like to do? And it makes it easier to connect with you as well, in a way that's not using something visual. So there you go. Thank you very much. Feedback most welcome. As I say, you can go take a look on my Facebook page. Or on my LinkedIn page, and you'll see the list is on there. Any comments and feedback, most welcome. As I say, there's probably a whole bunch of other things that you guys have experienced, or gals, you guys have experienced that I might not be noticing that I can work on as well. So anyhow, here you go, and I'll let you know how I go. And Janet, here I come. There's a lot of them. I might have to pay you time and a half. Cheers.